Well, if you're a lover of Indian food, then you surely will love this segment because Chef Laura is making some authentic dishes for us. Now, earlier this morning, you made this one right here.
The chana masala.
The chana masala, and I just did a little taste test on it. You're absolutely right. It's got a little bit of spice to it, but it comes later in your bite. I thought, how could that be? It's absolutely true. Great flavor.
I'm glad you enjoy it. I love this dish. And you know what? If you make too much, you can also freeze it if you want to.
Oh,
so
hey, that's a great idea.
So just a little tip for your viewers.
Okay, and this is what you're going to make for us now.
Right.
Right. Right?
You're right.
Right. Got it. Right.
We're going to take this one to the mat, aren't
I
we?
know we are. Just going to beat it down. Okay, what are we going to start with?
Okay, so in this bowl we have some cumin and we have a little bit of garam masala and some sea salt. And what I'm going to do is this is going to be your stirring mechanism. Okay. We're going to add some lemon juice to this. And you can or cannot add oil. It's completely up to you. And we're not going to because we're going to take advantage of the flavors of the Greek yogurt that we're using. So to that point, I'm using a 0% fat Greek yogurt, which I actually ran through a strainer briefly to get rid of any extra liquid. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove that little pit right there because that's a garnish we don't need. And I'm going to add this in, and you're going to keep stirring it till it's all nice and combined. Okay. So just give it your best whisk, if you will.
And what do you use this for?
So raita can be used as a dip. It can be used as a topping. It can be used in conjunction with a spicy dish to cut the spice. Or you can also use it as a sauce for fish, for example, which is just a fabulous complement.
I bet. It tastes amazing on fish.
The last two things we're going to add to this right now is we're going to add some chopped up cucumber, and I both grated it using my microplane as well as chopped it, but I wanted to show people that I strained it because you get a lot of liquid, even though it's a hothouse cucumber, which are the ones that are packed in.
Yeah, they look like this.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that's going to go in as well as our garlic, and please note this is a lot of garlic, okay, and that's on purpose, okay? It's supposed to be a garlicky little dish. So tread carefully depending on what you're doing later in the day.
Seriously.
And so, as you see, we're just mixing all that together. And then the last thing we would do before we serve this, is if we wanted to, is add a little bit of minced or chiffonade mint, okay, which is what this is right here.
Now, I noticed that you kind of left some of the big chunks in there, and that's okay.
Absolutely, because
you don't need to be so...
I wanted it that way because then you get a little bit of a texture as well. And you know, in Indian food also, I want people to understand there's so many variations, and when people say curry, for example, curry is different from house to house, just like salsa would be south of the border. Okay, so you know, so if you think you don't like curry, give it a shot again because that was just someone's interpretation of it.
Right. Okay. I think, and I'm certain I'm not alone on this one, I never really know what to do with it, you know, so I think I really need to kind of experiment a little bit and be okay with it.
And well, you saw today too, we use pretty much the same spices throughout, right? So once you buy them, you know, leave them in your freezer if you're not going to use them very often, but you'll find that you can create a plethora of dishes just from those certain spices.
And here's the one thing that I really love about Chef Laura, and she also does catering, by the way, but she can give anything a healthy twist.
That's what I try to do, absolutely. Thank you.
Including the Indian food today, which traditionally is healthy anyway, it seems like.
It is, unless you're having some really good naan made with a lot of clarified butter called ghee, in which case a different story.
Yeah, that's a whole nother segment right there.
Exactly, everything in moderation.
All right, well, Chef Laura, thank you very much and sharing the recipes with us. We do have them on our website, sonoranliving.com. All right, so you go out, make it a great weekend. There's lots and lots of stuff happening out there this weekend, and please stop by Cabela's tomorrow afternoon and say hello to me and Susan. We'll be sitting out there saying hi to all the fine folks that are stopping by and checking out what kind of summer camp they want their kids to go to this summer. So, all right, you have a great weekend.
You too.
You go make it a great weekend. We'll see you back here Monday morning at 9 a.m.